Teachers have read it. What's the saddest thing you've ever found out about a student? I've been teaching high school English for 6 years, and I thought I'd seen it all until last semester. I was cleaning up after my junior literature class when I found a composition notebook wedged between the radiator and the wall. No name on it, just a plain black cover with some stickers that had been mostly peeled off. I figured I'd flip through it to see if there was a name so I could return it to its owner the next day. The first few pages looked like normal class notes, quotes from The Great Gatsby, vocabulary words, that kind of thing. But as I continued, the notes gave way to journal entries. I knew I should have closed it right then, but something caught my eye. A sentence that read, "Day 47 without a real meal." I hesitated, feeling like I was violating someone's privacy, but my teacher instincts were screaming that something was wrong. The entries weren't dated, just numbered. I skimmed a few more pages and found increasingly concerning entries about hiding bruises with long sleeves, sleeping in a car some nights, and calculating how many more days until graduation. The writing was neat and articulate, clearly one of my stronger students, but there was no indication of who it belonged to. I tried to think about which student might be in trouble, but nothing obvious came to mind. None of my kids showed the warning signs we're trained to look for. Whoever this was, they were hiding it well. I brought the journal to my department head, and together we decided I should keep an eye out for whoever came looking for it. If no one claimed it within a few days, we'd need to involve the counseling office. 2 days passed. No one asked about a missing notebook. I found myself studying each student's face, wondering if they were the ones silently suffering. On the third day, I noticed Nathan, one of my quieter students, lingering after class, checking around his desk with increasing panic. "Lose something?" I asked casually. He froze, then composed himself. "No, Miss C, just making sure I have everything." But his eyes kept scanning the room. I'd always known Nathan as a polite, thoughtful student who turned in exceptional work but rarely spoke up in discussions. He wore long sleeves even on warm days, but so did plenty of teenagers. He was never absent, always early actually. Now I wondered if that was because school was his safe place. After everyone left, I gently asked, "Nathan, did you lose a notebook recently? Black cover, no name?" The look on his face, a mixture of relief and absolute terror, confirmed everything. I told him I had found it but hadn't read it. Just noticed it had no name. A white lie that seemed necessary in the moment. The way his shoulders relaxed told me how important that privacy was to him. "Can I speak with you about something important?" I asked. And that's when everything unraveled. His father had left years ago. His mother had lost her job during COVID and never recovered, falling into alcoholism and depression. For the past 7 months, they'd been living in their car or staying with different friends of his mom, men who often made Nathan uncomfortable. Food was whatever he could afford from his part-time job at a gas station, which also paid for his mom's phone so she could theoretically look for work. Through it all, he maintained a 3.8 GPA and never missed an assignment. He stayed at school as long as possible each day, using the library computers until closing. No one knew. He was terrified of being separated from his mother or being put into the system. I worked with our counselor to connect Nathan with resources, emergency housing assistance, food support, and therapy. His mother eventually agreed to enter a treatment program, partly because Nathan finally told her he couldn't keep carrying everything alone.